Hi folks, let me welcome you all to my part 2 of the video session, learning session on selling to facilitation. Folks, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do that right now. As well, press the bell button so that you get all the notifications of my videos. Now folks, let us do a quick recap on what we learned in the last video's learning session. We tried to establish that selling is a myth. To do that, we took 3 points as an agenda. They are 1. Know your job. 2. Understand the market approach. And 3. Why the shift. So in this last video, we analyzed and established through the agenda number 1, that is know your market. To know your job. So in the know your job, we started by 3 questions to understand this. So the question number 1 was, what is your job? And the answer was selling. To establish this, there was another question, and that question is, so you sell the product? Yeah? And the answer is yes. So my third question was, so if you sell the product, what is the most challenging part in your job? And the answer is target. Now we tried to connect the answer of question number 1 and the answer of question number 3, that is selling and target, and the fourth question that came in. And the fourth question is, if you are selling, why the target is challenging? Now when this question is put forward to the participants, they came out with the reasons, and we saw all these reasons. And let's see the reason number 1 what it is. The reason number 1 is customer not happy with the product, and the reason number 2, customer not happy with the offerings, and the reason number 3, customer preferring a competitive product, and the reason number 4, customer not satisfied with the salesperson's approach. So in these 4 reasons, folks, we understood a common factor, and this common factor is what? Yes, the customer. So if customer is the common factor in all the reasons for what not happening, then our entire job is what? It is all customer centric. If it is customer centric, then who makes the decision? The customer makes the decision, or the decision maker is the customer. If customer is the decision maker, then what is that happening? So we understood it is buying, that is what happening. If buying is what happening, then what is not happening? So that also we understood that selling is not happening. So folks, if buying is happening and selling is not happening, then this we concluded that selling is a myth. So folks, this is how we established that selling is a myth through our agenda number 1, know your job. So we learned that our job is not selling. Why? Because selling doesn't happen. Then what is our job? That we are going to see later. But we have understood, 1, my job is not selling, and 2, selling doesn't happen, buying that happens. So selling is a myth. So that's what we learned in our part number 1. Now we'll get into the part 2, and the part 2 is understand the market approach. To understand the market approach, folks, I am dividing the market into 2 parts. One is the industry, and second one is the customer. This is only for this particular learning area. So don't generalize what I am doing here. This is in perspective to our topic, selling to facilitation, in that selling is a myth. But folks, before we try to understand the approach of the industry as well as the customer, I want to introduce something to you. A new approach, an approach that is SONA. Folks, you all know SONA means gold. And you all also know that gold is a very valuable metal. It's also one of the precious metals. So by the time you understand what is SONA, and when I connect it with the industry and customer, you will appreciate that this SONA approach is also as valuable as the gold we are referring to Sona, also precious. So folks, are you ready to understand this Sona? So here we go. What is SONA? S means situations, O means opportunities, and N means need, and A means action. It is situations, opportunity, need and action. Now we need to understand each one of this in depth. So situation means what? That which in experience. That which is in experience. All that we experience is what is our situation. So I will elaborate this little bit more, but let me first make you very clear how to understand this word called experience. So for this I am taking 4 important aspects. One is physical, mental, emotional and energy. A combination of all these factors put together is what called as a experience. Whenever you say something you are experiencing, all these 4 factors are going to be there. Now let me explain this much more in a better way or a simpler way by this picture. A man standing in underneath the hot sun, and look at the way he is feeling. Now what will be his physical condition? His physical condition is going to be hot. He will be feeling the heat. His body will be feeling the heat. What will be his mental condition? He knows that all because of the hot sun. That body is also hot. He is aware of the whole situation. And what will be his emotional factor? Emotional factor is irritated, maybe frustrated, uncomfortable. And now, what is the energy level at this moment, folks? I'm sure you'll all know that it will be very much low because he must be dehydrated or dehydrating. So, how do you understand this experience? As far as physical is concerned, his body is feeling the heat. Mental is aware of the whole situation. It's because of the hot sunny day. And emotionally is irritated, frustrated, maybe highly uncomfortable. And in terms of energy, it is low because of the dehydration. And if this is the experience he is feeling, and now what is the current situation? A highly uncomfortable, unpreferable condition. And that's the situation right now. So that is what he is experiencing. That's how we understand the situation, that which in experience and experience under these 4 factors. Folks, now these 4 points are not related to only your training program, this particular module. In general, whenever you experience anything, these 4 factors need to be looked into it. It will be there. Your experience are connected with these 4 factors. Now we will get into the second one, opportunity, that which improves the experience. See, opportunity means it always improves the current level of experience, whatever it is. That's what we call it as an opportunity. We don't call something that is going to further degrade my experience as an opportunity. Is it not so? So very simple understanding is that which improves the experience is called an opportunity. So we'll see this picture here. Folks, you see the mountain covered with snow. So what is going to be the condition there, the situation there, or the experience going to be there? It's going to be a chill, a cold, chill experience. Chill experience. So this is going to improve the current experience. Yes or no? The guy who is underneath the hot sun or who is feeling the heat of the sun, and anything that is going to cool down is definitely going to improve the current experience, and that's the opportunity that is lying there. And folks, let me also tell you something. Opportunity exists all the time. It needs to be recognized. Folks, opportunity is not created. It is there all the time. In every situation, there is an opportunity. There is something that can be improved on that. And that's how we have seen all the improvements happening in our life. The technology supports this fact. And going to the third point, that is need, that which establishes the improved experience. When something a new experience is established, that becomes the need of everyone. I need that. So need is not an existing one. Let us understand this. Now look at the need here. Look at this guy with a cone ice cream in his hand and with a big smile with the coolers. So he is enjoying that change in condition, the coolness, the cooling atmosphere. He is enjoying that very much. So now once it is established, now he will require that cool climate or something that cools him. Yeah. So let us also understand this, friend. Need doesn't exist. It need to be created. There is no such thing that existing as a need. Need is always created. It is opportunity that is existing, and the need is that need is to be created. I will establish this, or I'll put it much more in a better way when I take you through the industry and the customer perspective. Now we'll move to the fourth point, action. Action is that which allows to experience the improved experience. The experiencer, which is the guy standing underneath the hot sun feeling the heat, that experiencer experiences the improvement in the current experience. You need to do something for it. We saw the mountain covered with snow, which means something that cools. So you need to do something. You can't bring the mountain here, is it not? You need to do something for that. That's the action. That action should be related in the experiencer experiencing the improvement in the current experience. So what does we do? We come out with the product, something called air conditioner. So someone with the air conditioner, now he feels that improvement in the experience. That product gives the experiencer the improvement in the current experience. So that's called action. Something needs to be done. So these four things, situation, opportunity, need and action, is called SONA. An important approach in understanding certain things, and this also helps in a better decision making, and also what should be your next approach. Folks, I'm sure you'll all appreciate and understand this SONA approach. Now with this, we will move this SONA in the industry perspective. So I'm going to take a hypothetical situation which might have been, would have been definitely some time back. So in the industry's perspective, let us see what is situation. I'm taking this hypothetical situation, walking. So I'm taking a small village where people there have no other mode of transportation except walking. Wherever they want to go, how much be the distance, they only walk. They don't have any other mode of transportation. So the only thing for movement they know is walking. Now that's the situation in that village. Now the industry is coming to know about the situation. Now they are looking for an opportunity there, and the industry found an opportunity there. What is that opportunity they found out? They found out an opportunity to speed up their movement or reduce the time per movement. This is the opportunity they found. There is something, they can speed up their movement. By speeding up their movement, they can do more tasks and gain more. And that's the opportunity the industry is seeing. So now what the industry needs to do, the industry need to work out on a mechanism that can establish the experience, new experience. So that mechanism is now coming into action in the form of a bicycle. So they sat on working on the mechanism because they found there is a need based on the opportunity. When they sat and started acting on the mechanism, they came out with this product called, or a device called, a bicycle. So that's how the bicycle came. Before the bicycle came, was it a need? No. Because walking is the only thing they know, or is the only available mode of transportation. They were just doing it. They didn't find it as difficult. So that's what it is. So bicycle was not the need. The need is created. How the need is created? Just by bringing the bicycle, the need cannot be created. So now we are going to apply this SONA factor in the customer perspective and see what happens here. In the customer's perspective, the situation remains the same. It is walking. We are talking about the customers in that village for whom walking is the only mode of transportation. Now, is the customer aware of an existing opportunity there? Like what we saw in the industry's perspective, that they can speed up their movement or reduce their per movement time. No. I don't think the customer is aware of an opportunity there, because they have not seen anything apart from walking. So, do they feel for a need of anything else? No, I don't think so. That's also happening. So what action to be taken? I don't think there is any action to be taken, because there is no opportunity understood, recognized, no need is been created from that. And then what is the action that I have to do? Now how the industry or the company is going to sell the bicycle? Customer didn't recognize the need, the opportunity. Thereby a need is not created, thereby nothing to action. So what to do? Yes, here I am introducing the facilitator. It's a job of the facilitator to fill in all the questions, to give answers to all these questions. How is that he going to do? Let us see one by one. Now, the facilitator should bring in that opportunity there. He should make aware. He should make the customers recognize there is an opportunity whereby you can speed up your movement or reduce your per movement time. Thereby, you can do more tasks. By doing more tasks, you can gain more. So the facilitator should make aware, or should make the customer recognize that they can gain more. For industry, the opportunity is speeding up the time, speeding up the movement, But for the customer, the opportunity is the benefit coming out of that. By simply saying that you can speed up the movement, the customer will ask you, why should I do that? We are okay with this. Sir, there's a big opportunity by speeding up your movement. What opportunity you are talking? So, for the customer, the opportunity is the benefit underneath the speeding up of movement. So, the facilitator's job is to make the customer see the benefit there by speeding up their movement, which is the opportunity which is existing there. Now, once the facilitator does this, now the customer will think and ask you a question. Hey, how can I do that? How can I do that? You want me to run? By running, yes, I can reduce the time per movement or speed up my movement. But it's not possible all the time, and also not possible by everyone there. So how do you think I can increase the speed of my movement? Because he saw the benefit there, as an opportunity. Now the customer thinks and puts a question, and there the need comes. Now the facilitator says, yes sir, I appreciate your question, I appreciate your point. Yes, we can't keep running all the time. So sir, we need some device. So we need some device that will help you to increase your speed of movement or reduce the time per moment. So that device is required. Now the customer will be asking, oh, device? What device you are talking about? What is that device? You mean to say that device is going to increase the speed of my movement? Yes, sir. Facilitator answer is what? Yes, sir. Let me show you how it is. Now it gets into action by introducing the device to the customer. Now the customer gets into the action by experiencing the device, which is going to make the experiencer experience the improvement in the current experience. Now the customer realizes, yeah, this very easily increases my speed of movement. It's not only increasing the speed of movement, it is making me more comfortable. Sure, I can do more tasks with this. So I need to do something. What is that something I need to do from the customer perspective? I need to own this bicycle. I need to own this bicycle. So now who has decided to own the bicycle? It is the customer who has decided to own the bicycle. Yes or no, my dear folks? So it is not the facilitator who is trying to push the bicycle. The facilitator did simple thing. One, trying to make the customer recognize the opportunity. What is that opportunity? They can gain more. They can do more tasks and gain more. The facilitator created a need for a device that will increase their movement, speed of movement. And once you created the need, my dear friend, it's a customer now who gets into the action of wanting that need. And wanting that need is what? Possess that mechanism or the device. To possess that, you need to buy. Analysis of these points with the SONA approach, we can once again comfortably establish that selling is a myth. So that's what I wanted to do, folks, because this is very, very important. Our mindset need to be very clear. So my first approach in this sales video is to clear off our wrong mindset of we are selling and selling is what happening. So folks, I will see you again in the next topic of the agenda, which is why the shift, very shortly. Thank you. We will see you shortly. Bye-bye.